Hello YouTube, today's video is going to be a homestead and homeschool mom day in the life or partial day in the life. This video is going to be a little different than what I normally produce. We're trying something new. So this video is created half on my phone and half on my camera. I'm going to show you guys what real homestead and homeschool mom life looks like. So this video is going to be kind of like a homeschooling and homesteading video unveiled, I guess you could say. I'm going to tell you right now that I don't intend to spend, or I won't be spending a lot of time editing and polishing this video for good reason, because I really want to get it out this week for you guys. I feel like it's time to start trying 2 videos a week, so tell me in the comments what you think of this video and that idea. I'm going to try to upload more often videos with a vlog feel if you guys like this. I am here sitting in my bedroom right now having my first cup of coffee for the day, and I have decided that today we're going to try something a little different. Right now the day is just getting started and I've been up since around 5 or 6. I'm not really sure. I didn't look at the time when I got up. I actually just go by when the sun comes up over the hill, and I try to get up with the sun if I can. Sometimes I'm just really tired and I can't. But we have around 100 chickens right now, and most of them are meat birds or broilers. I like to get up as early as I can to let them out. Sometimes my boys are up early enough to help me, but if I get up extra early, I usually don't go wake them. I just go take care of it myself. Anyways, after I finished the chickens this morning, I came in and I put a little bit of makeup on because my husband's gonna be home today, and I wanted to look a little more dolled up for him since he's gonna be around. Friends, as I create this video, it's a Monday, but it's not just any Monday. It's an even more crazy than normal Monday. Mondays are always crazy here, but this one is a little bit more crazy than normal because this particular Monday morning is after kind of like a recovery morning. We've had company the last 2 weeks. First, it started with a dear friend and her family coming to visit my family all the way from Georgia, which was amazing. And then a couple days after that, my aunt came in from Hawaii, and she was here for about a week and a half. It was wonderful having all of the company come through. When my aunt was here, you guys, seriously, she helped clean the kitchen. She organized every day she was here. She cleaned. You guys, she's a professional organizer. So she reorganized our pantry, which needed it so badly, by the way. She cleaned out and organized refrigerators, and like I said, she was in the kitchen non-stop cleaning and organizing. So seriously, she's an angel. She's been gone for about 3 days though, and I already miss her. The kitchen, this morning when I woke up, it looked like a bomb went off. I'm going to show you guys all of that, although I will say I think my daughter, I heard her out there, and I think she cleaned it up a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys what the kitchen looks like. I'm going to show you what the pantry looks like after my aunt organized it. We're also going to be trying to get back on schedule today, our regular homeschool schedule. If you guys have kids and you homeschool, you know that that's always a little tricky. Getting back on schedule after being off. I've always found it takes a good couple days when you've been off for a week, and maybe a few more days if you've been off for 2 weeks. The longer you're off schedule, the longer it takes to get back on schedule, depending on how many kids you have. Today, it's going to be an extreme homestead clean with me, and we're going to be trying to get back on schedule. The day is going to get pretty hot today. It's July. It stays pretty cool in the part of the country we live for most of the day, but towards the end of the day, it does start to get a little warmer. We don't have air conditioning because in the part of the country we are, we don't need it badly. One thing that I have learned, though, it's a homesteading trick, is to get all of the heavy bulk work done in the morning before it starts to get hot. And then, as the day starts to get hotter, use that portion of the day for homeschooling and sipping on iced tea and ice water. So that's what we're probably going to do today. I'm not sure all the kids are going to get to do very much like actual book work, because my husband did come up with a really fun project for some of the older boys. He wants to put some of those math skills they've been working on to use and build some chicken cages. He ran out to get some lumber. So they may be doing that today. Maybe not. I'm not sure if it's going to work out or not. But I'm sorry, my kids are being really loud out there. I'm not sure what they're playing. They're playing something, but it's really loud and it's kind of distracting. Anyways, I'm not sure if the chicken cages are going to happen today or not. We'll have to wait and see. But as I mentioned, we are going to be focusing primarily on getting the house back in order today and getting back on schedule. So you're going to see some real homestead life here. And you guys, it's not pretty. I'm going to warn you right now, it's kind of messy. I'm not a complete newbie to homesteading, so it didn't come as a complete shock to me when the messes started. In the Midwest, we did have a small homestead. We even had goats. It was a very small homestead venture. And I even gardened every year that I wasn't having a baby. I've also been canning for most of my life, since I was 15. And there was a point in time where I canned most of our family's food. So this whole homesteading mess does not come as a complete shock to me. I didn't know what I was getting into with it, but I will say it is exhausting sometimes and a lot of work. So today I'm going to be super honest with you guys, and I'm going to show you guys what real homesteading looks like when you have a big family and you're homeschooling. Brace yourself. But first I'm going to enjoy these last few sips of coffee before I get started, and I'm going to say some prayers. If there's one thing that I've had to learn the hard way, it's that a little self-care and prayer can sustain a mama and provide clarity for miles. Personally, I deal with a lot of anxiety, and I get overwhelmed pretty easy. So I've learned that when that happens, come to this space, my bedroom, and just give myself a 5-minute breather. And it really helps when I start to feel overwhelmed. It helps to dissipate the brain fog and just makes a big difference. So before I even tackle this day, which I know is going to be crazy, I'm just going to sit here, breathe, pray, and prepare my mind for the day ahead. Upon leaving the bedroom, this is what I see. I enter the laundry room, and as you can see, we have a lot of laundry to do today. So we've got the dining room table. It needs to be cleaned off. It's not too bad right now. Over here, I have a lot of things to tackle today. I've got my lemon vinegar over there for cleaning that I probably should strain. I've got 2 actually going. I've got an older batch than that. I've got some sourdough bread here. This one's kind of older and a little dry. I'm going to feed that to the chickens. I'm going to crumble it up and give it to the chickens. And then I've got some sourdough bread I'd like to make today. Today I'm hoping to start making gluten-free sourdough bread. I have my cookbook here that I would like to start using. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for it today. And I'm not sure, I might need to feed that sourdough starter again. So this is the gluten-free one. This is the wheat one. I'm gluten-free. The rest of the family is not. I need to feed my kombucha today. I need to clean off this whole stove and get it organized. This has kind of been a dumping ground for the last few days. I had a big Azure order come in the other day, and I got all of the grains that I bought in buckets. I got some sorghum, some hard white wheat, and some rice flour over here, but I need to find a place for it other than here in the main walk space. Messes everywhere. Fridges already need to be reorganized. They get messy fast around here. I found these at grocery outlet. They're really nice. They're refrigerator organizers, so I'm excited to put those to use in the refrigerators for some more organization. I have food that needs to be put away over here, more areas that need to be reorganized and cleaned. But my aunt brought me these spray bottles. I needed more of these. I need to make some more homemade cleaners. I like to make essential oil and vinegar cleaners, so I will be using these today and hopefully getting that done and getting these off the counter. They've been on the counter for over a week, so it'll be nice to get that done and those put away. My daughter actually came in here and she cleaned. This was much worse earlier this morning when I woke up. I still need to go through though, and I need to refill the oil jar over there and just put things away. We've got a lot of things around here that are just in the wrong places and places that they don't belong because I went shopping for some food and I haven't put it all away yet. As you can see, just messes everywhere. This area needs to be reorganized badly and tidied up. Check out the St. John's wort that my aunt picked with the kids. They also picked a bunch of yarrow. So in this box is a bunch of chicken butchering supplies. We butchered chickens over the weekend. Only about 15 chickens, I want to say. Check out the pantry that my aunt organized while she was here. Look at this, it's so much better. The breakfast items all gathered together up on the top shelves. And we've got a container for teas here, shakes that I have first thing in the morning. Down on the next level, we've got all fish items over in the corner, and then we move on to other meats. And then we have ethnic foods. We have a little ethnic food section there. Tomato products. Below that, we have the olives. As you can see, our family likes a lot of olives. And we have some jellies, and it looks like she's got fruit, like canned fruits, and yeah, it looks like canned fruits over here, and the peanut butter. And then we have canned beans. All the beans are off over in this corner. We have canned soup products over here. Bouillon. Down here we have, it looks like we have Mexican foods and salsas and enchilada sauce. Yep, that's what's down here, and corn tortillas, all kinds of tortillas. We have lots of tortillas. Snack items for the kids. Dried foods. Peanut butter powder. More dried foods. Juices and drinks back there. And then on the very bottom, we have some appliances. We have the Instant Pot and the waffle iron, and then we have wine and pickles, and I have some of my gluten-free flours back there. On the other side, we have cooking oils and cooking vinegars, like rice wine vinegar and things like that. And again, more cooking oil. Next shelf down, she's got spices, all the spices, and we put them in baskets so it'd be easy to pull out so that nothing will get lost in the back. Brown sugar, more sugary things like syrups. Down here we have more baking supplies, baking ingredients, everything for baking, and they're in bins so we can pull it out easily. These are the spices that are in smaller jars that we use all the time. We have baking on this turntable right here. I love having my small items on turntables. It makes it so much easier, and then nothing gets lost in the back. And here we have more spices, things that we use on a more regular basis, and more spices. My coconut milks are all gathered, all my coconut products are gathered right into that area. She's got bins here, and she created labels for them. Look at that. This is all more spices. And again, more spices. This is my homemade dried oregano on top there. Down over here, it looks like we have some odd items like rices and beans. This whole section here is my gluten-free baking section. All gluten-free baking here. And then down on the very bottom, we have salt, rice, more gallons of vinegar, gallons of soy sauce, more rice, a lot of gallons down here. This doesn't belong here. We're already getting disorganized. This is chips. But all of our large gallons and things down here. So down here is probably where I'll put those 5-gallon buckets of flour that I just bought. I have been making myself a smoothie every morning for breakfast. The kids, when everything is crazy like it has been, the kids usually make their own breakfast because they all get up at different times. All the kids are pretty particular on what they like for breakfast. They all really love different things, so I let them make their own breakfast a lot of times. Not always. Sometimes I'll make a nice breakfast for everybody, but probably about half the time I let them make whatever it is that they prefer to eat for breakfast. If we have a day where we need to get breakfast done and wrapped up by a certain time, those days I definitely make breakfast so that it can be done. Otherwise, when the kids make their own breakfast, you know, that can kind of like stretch on for a while. So it does work better when I make breakfast. But again, like I said, sometimes they get up at different times, and especially during the summer with the breaks that we've had and everything that we've had going on, and all of the different chores that our family is currently getting used to, because before we didn't have chickens to take care of. We didn't have a garden to water. So all of these different dynamics have made our mornings a little bit different than what we're generally used to. So that's one of the reasons that I'm letting everybody make their own breakfasts right now. I do prefer to make breakfast for everybody because, like I said, when I make breakfast for everybody, it's a process that's done and cleaned up and out of the way all within like an hour. Compost out. cleaned since before the company arrived. So I'm afraid it's been like almost 2 weeks since this sink was clean last. We've been so busy with company and the farm chores that cleaning just kind of took a back burner. So this rag was saturated. I don't know if you can see the cleaning liquid. It was saturated in that lemon vinegar. So it's doing a really good job of descaling the sink so far. Naturally, it would be really safe to assume that this room would smell like vinegar right now, right? Because I'm using a vinegar cleaner. But since I soaked those lemons in the vinegar for, I think, about a week or maybe even 2, this room does not smell like vinegar at all. I smell no vinegar. All I smell are fresh lemons, you guys. That cleaner that I make, super simple, super easy. You just take lemon peels, soak them in vinegar, and when you're ready to use it, strain them, and it makes the most wonderful descaler and cleaner. Like I said, it smells like heavenly lemons in here right now. Since I don't have a lot of time to clean anymore, when I do clean, I need cleaners that work very well and very fast, and I like natural cleaners. So it's hard to find natural cleaners that work well and work fast, but I think I've done a pretty good job because this cleaner, I mean, it's super fast and it gets the job done really well. So I just cleaned part of the kids' bathrooms, but they're gonna finish cleaning the bathrooms now because they are their bathrooms. Let's see, I've got another child who is taking some like 3 or 4 day old bread to the chickens. And then what are we gonna do? I'm probably gonna clean the stove off behind me and do some more organizing. It is starting to get pretty warm already, and it's starting to get to be, let's see, it is afternoon. So we're gonna probably do our homeschool readings in about an hour, I wanna say. Once I give you a job and you get it done, you need to come back and ask what's next. Don't run off to play, okay? We're gonna work together, and then after that we need to do our afternoon reading time and a few lessons, okay? Okay, let's get all the laundry sorted and put away. All of your guys' laundry in the bedrooms. Since you're the one in the house with the big strong muscles, could you go to the cellar and get me the 5-gallon bucket of hard red wheat? It's labeled. Hard red wheat. Yes. I couldn't figure out why my grinder wouldn't work. This little strip here, I plugged it into itself and I couldn't figure out why my grinder wasn't working. A second. This is my flour grinder, but I don't recommend this grinder at all. It's a Jupiter, and you have to run the grain through twice in order to get a flour that is remotely fine enough for bread. It is seriously so impressive what 5 kids can do in 10 minutes when they all work together. I told the kids to clean off the table down here today, but I guess they did not understand the mission. I wanted to come down here to do our reading because it's a lot cooler down here than it is upstairs. This is our homeschool reading basket. I will not show you everything in it, but I do have a video you guys can watch if you want to see what we're doing for summer homeschool. Something that makes it really easy to do fast and easy lessons are these accordion file folders. I like to get like 2 weeks worth of work assigned and in these, so that all I have to do is just reach in here and pull them out every day, hand it to the kids, and they're off. Makes it easier to do summer school. Something I am using to stay on track with our homeschooling this year is the Mardell's planner. It's a simple plan for the homeschooling family, and so far I am very impressed with this. Loving it, highly recommend it. It's been a really productive day overall. We got the place back in order, we got some lessons done. I'm gonna make some delicious leftover tacos for dinner tonight, along with a bunch of bok choy. I have a ton of bok choy to use from our garden, so I'm gonna fry that up on my new skillet. I'm going to write down some notes for the week, some things I'd like to get done this week that went through my mind today as I was going through the home and the gardens and everything. But I thought I'd show you my planner for 2022 into 2023. So I get a school planner. I get one that starts in August and goes all the way through to July. As a homeschool mom, that's what I feel like I need.
I'm really excited about the layout of this planner. So I've been getting plum paper planners for about 2 years now. I feel like it's taken me a couple years to figure out a good layout for me. So this one starts with the day's priorities and appointments, and it moves down to my work schedule. I tried having a separate planner for my work schedule, but that just wasn't working. I find since my work schedule is basically sharing my life, I feel like these needed to be meshed together. Then it moves on down to meals. I've got prayer meeting or other. So I like to have prayer meetings with the kids and just meetings with the kids at least every week. If not that, then every other week. Over here we have a domestic engineering. I thought that was just a funny way of saying household activity. We've got gratitude verse, so that'll be my gratitude or verse for the day. And that's it. This is a whole day here, so I've got lots of space, and then it goes over to the next day. The beginning of the month is just the same as always. We've got 3 goals: birthdays, events, things to remember, and then 2 spaces, and a whole page for notes over here. Hey girls! Oh no, it was so hot today. We watered last night. I usually water in the morning, but I wasn't able to this morning. I gotta get down here and water. Some of this is ready to harvest. Look at that broccoli, it's ready. Looks like everything else is doing okay with the heat today. Cucumbers are definitely happy. Wow. They're like doubled. Zucchini needs water, but this broccoli over here is looking just fine and great. So it's just certain things. Look like maybe they didn't get quite as much water last night, I'm guessing. My tomato plants are starting to become loaded.